Happy Arvo. Hello. Thank you so much for joining me today. Especially shout out to any Aboriginals joining us today. I don't know if there's any out there watching. But today I'm reacting to, I'm going to try not to butcher this, Miriwoong. Miriwoong. I'm sure I did not pronounce that correctly, but I tried my best. The Australian language barely anybody speaks. That sounds pretty fascinating. It's by a small and up-and-coming YouTube channel, the BBC News. Check them out, link down below. This seems really interesting. It's another short video. You know, I've been reacting to some short videos lately. Not on purpose, just because these are the ones that seem interesting. All right.
My favorite word in Miriwoong is
Miriwoong. See, it's the two O's that really threw me off. Because in, like, at least American English, I think of woong, ooh, but it's Miriwoong.
Juinian, and that means crocodile.
My favorite Miriwoong word is gai gai, which means grandma.
Gai
My
gai.
favorite word in Miriwoong is wajawajab.
Wajawajab.
It means swimming.
Really? I wonder how many people speak this. The town of Kununurra. It was the main language spoken here for tens of thousands of years. Man, it is just unbelievable to me to think of how far back history goes in Australia. Before, like, you know, modern day settlement of it. Tens of thousands of years.
The land is Miriwoong land, and it's where...
Wow, he said it really quick. I found that interesting.
The land is Miriwoong land.
Miriwoong land. Wow.
And it's where the language come from, you know? There's language all around you. Everything we see has language. Everything.
Okay, this looks like the most interesting man on the planet.
You know? There's language all around you.
He's a Miriwoong speaker.
Everything we
Miriwoong.
see has language. Everything that moves has language. All the food source and waters, rivers.
Man, I am a sucker for this kind of like wise old, like Native Americans over here have that similar kind of relationship with nature. And it's fascinating to hear them talk about it. You know what I mean? That is like completely lost in modern society. This like appreciation for nature, and he's saying it all has its own language. That's cool.
That move have language. All the food source and waters, rivers, they all have names. And that's how we can describe what it is. When it's something that a lot of people can't even describe today in English, you know?
I guarantee that's true. I guarantee a language like this that's that ancient can describe things in the world in a whole different kind of way. I wonder how many languages there were. Today there are just a handful of fluent Miriwoong speakers left. Wow.
Yawarong, Ro, Yeramandan, Walanga, Yovaria.
So she was just speaking it right there.
Ro, Yeramandan, Walanga, Yovaria.
So is he. Oh my gosh. This feels like such a difficult language, but maybe that's just because I don't know. I've never heard it. But it's like, wow, I have no idea how to even replicate what she just said.
In modern Australia, it's difficult for any minority language to survive. Wherever you have a language that is very dominant, smaller languages will struggle.
First person replies, "Hola, Julia."
I mean, it's a sad thing, but it's like a logistical thing. It's just the English, you know, if you want to communicate in this new global world we live in, where there's trade happening between all the countries and stuff, you pretty much need to speak the same language. And English is that, like, common language that's become the common language. So that obviously kills out the small ones. It's sad. Mirong radio shows. There's something cool about that ancient language combined with modern technology.
People always assume that language needs to start in the home, but what is...
And I'm curious what kind of letters, because I'm sure at some point you had to translate all the letters. It's not like they used those letters back in the day. So that's part of the struggle of you know, keeping it going is it's got its own characters, I'm sure.
Needs to start in the home, but what is happening now is these kids, they learn language at school or in kindergarten, and they bring words back home that their parents didn't know.
There's so many double letters in this language. You know, 2 R's, 2 O's, 2 O's, 2 O's. Man, I don't even know how to pronounce this stuff. Jeering. Kangaroo. Nganjanga. I just know I'm way off.
Modern things come, we just have to give it a name in Mirong. Like when you know, the first car arrived in our country.
Man.
Mirong people gave it a name, Gururi.
Gururi. That is so fascinating to think of. A language that old getting new words.
And that actually come from the sound that it makes, you know.
There is research that says indigenous people learning...
I bet a lot of this language is that way because he said, you know, the nature has its own language. And so their language, it seems like, reflects nature's language.
There is research that says indigenous people learning their ancestral language are more likely to be successful in life.
Wow.
Which means they are more likely to get a job, they're more likely to attend school. They're also less likely to struggle with substance
abuse. Why
abuse.
is that? That's fascinating.
They're less likely to commit serious crimes. Transferring language to these kids will help them live a better life.
I wonder why that is. Is it because it gives them like a sense of their heritage and makes them feel just like more content in their current society? That's crazy.
Language means identity. And where people identify with something that belongs to them, they grow stronger.
My grandfather and mother told me, don't throw your language away. Keep speaking up for it.
I just hope our kids grow up and speak it, you know.
I feel happy and I say, good on you, speaking Mirong language, like me.
That was cool. I'm just looking up how many people speak it. Come on. No. Fewer than 20 fluent speakers. Oh my God. Native speakers, 168. 20 fluent speakers. Wow. Wow. This language is very endangered, huh? Wow. It's just wild. Imagine being one of the 20 people alive that can speak an entire language. Crazy world we live in. Interesting world. That was kind of fascinating. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys are having a good day. Check out the BBC News, small and up and coming YouTube channel. Link down below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.